Hi everybody, this is Peggy for Cropstop.com, and today I want to show you how to use this really cool border punch by Martha Stewart to make this really cool edge right here around my card. I tried to make this card look like this little dog was laying on a blanket. You know how the fringe of the blanket. Anyway, so that's one of the cards. I'll show you how I did that. And then this is the same Crackle. It's called Crackle, what is it called? Crackle Punch. Well, I call it Crackle Edge. I think that is what it's called. And that's what I used right here around this one. And just look at the total difference that you can use that punch for. This one looks kind of haunty and fall looking, and this one's a cute little dog. Well, let me show you how you do this, because there is a certain way you got to get it to work. Now here's the punch I'm going to use, and you can kind of see, maybe the camera can pick up this picture here, or whatever you want to call them, image. This is called the Crackle Edge, and I'm going to do around the page. Now this is why I love these punches. The sides go down so you can store it really nicely. It sits up real cool. So there you are. That's how we're going to do the long one. And then to be able to get it to go all the way around here using these punches, you'll use the corner punch. And it has these little wings. Let me get my fingers in there and pull these little wings out. So they're the little wings that we're going to use. Now the important thing to remember when you're doing around the page, each one of your punches will come with instructions on the measurements. You have to have the right size measurement of paper in order for this to work. I only kept one. I mean, I have a lot of Martha Stewart punches around the edge. It's called around the corner, I guess it's called. I didn't keep all of those little papers. That's too much to keep track of. I just kept one because it's the same the same measurements here. So what I did on this one, I used a 3 1/4 inch square, which is all the way around here. On the bigger card, I used the one that's 5 1/4. Now on your little form here, it'll tell you for the 3 1/4 inch, you're going to do your corner punch and only one time punch in the center. A lot of numbers. I'm not all about numbers, so let me just show you how to do it. It makes life easier. So let me put this hunk of paper away. All right. Here's one that I've done, but let me show you how you do it. You're going to start with your quarter punch, and you're going to put this right in there, and you're going to slide it right up against. Again, this is your 3 1/4 inch. And I'm going to punch it. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other corner, and punch it. So now, I'll have to lay it down to do this one. This is the area here that I'm going to stick in the center. Let me bring this a little closer. Maybe the camera can zoom in a little bit, or you can see my finger. Right here is the little image, and that's what I have to match my paper with. So I'm going to stick this in and see if you can see how that'll match right up in there. See how that goes just like that. Now I have to put it down so I can do it, because I'm not very good one-handed there. So again, I'm going to line that up with the picture. Hold it in there. Voila. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's do that again. Now, I will tell you something. I kind of freaked out last night when I was playing around with this. I somehow let my paper flip over, and guess what? It won't work that way. It doesn't, the little images don't match. So you got to make sure that you have your little deckled edges here going in the right direction. So see, let's see if the camera can get that any closer if I hold still. I don't know, Steve, is that working at all? Yeah, sort of, kind of. Okay, I got a nod on that one. So let's put it in there. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Oh, I did. Sometimes, and this is something I want to show you because I don't want you to get excitable. Sometimes you'll get these little, I call them little hairs, and you know what? You just cut them off or pick them off, and it's no big deal. So let's do one more side, because you know me, I don't like to waste anything, and I'll use this somewhere. This is actually watercolor paper. There we go. Oh, and there's another one of those little hairs. Just pull that bad boy off. And there it is. I'll pull the brown paper in just so you can see better. Isn't that just too stinking cool? I really like that. Now, that's your 3 1/4. So if I do the 5 inch square, I'm going to do it exactly the same way. I'm going to start with my corners. This one I can do one-handed. It's that long one that gets me. Now on this particular one, let me bring my paper in so I can show you. This one we're going to have to do it like 2 times. So see, they give you 2 little, I don't know if the camera can get that or not, but there's a punch with 2 and there's a punch with 2. So what we're going to do again is line it up the same way with those little images on the side, and I have to lay it down. Punch. Then we're going to go on this side, line it up on that side with our little pictures. If I can do this, I'm not very good being left-handed. Let's get that in there right. There we go. And voila. And again, there's one of those little hair things, and I just snip it off and nobody will ever know. All right, does that make sense? Let me show you what I'm going to do here real quick. It looks really um, neat when you use the printed paper. So I'm going to do it again. I want to keep doing this so you get how easy this is. When I first got the corner rounders and do all around the page thing, it did not make sense. And the problem was I wasn't following the instructions, which Steve will tell you I don't read instructions very well. But the whole deal was getting your piece of paper the right size. This will also work on your 12-inch paper. It'll work on a 10 1/4 and the 8 1/2. So those scrapbookers out there that want to do this little edge around your scrapbook page, it will look awesome. So we'll put it in there. We're going to punch and put it on this side and give it a punch. And see, now all I have to do is on this side, line it up. Isn't this easy? You know, sometimes I like to give you guys really hard things to do, and sometimes I just like to be easy. There you go. Now over at Crop Stop, Haley Jo has a ton. Well, I shouldn't say that. She might not have a ton. Then I'll be in trouble. Let me put it this way. She has enough. If you hurry up and get over there, you can get yourself these around the page corners. Let's put this together here real quick. I'm going to use this actually in a scrapbook page. I have my oldest granddaughter, Sophia, wants a mouse for her birthday or Christmas. It depends on when she stops biting her fingernails. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have positive attitude and I'm going to make her a scrapbook page with a mouse and then show it to her, and maybe that'll encourage her to stop biting those fingernails. All right, here we go. Let's get all this foam tape off of here. I have to put a little eyeball on this mouse, but you get the drift. Now look how doggone cute that is. Now this is a mouse that I cut using the Cricut machine, and this one is actually from the new Cricut cartridge out there called Winter Frolic. And all I have to do is add him a little eyeball, and I might give him a bow in his hair. Do mice have hair? I don't know. Anyway, so that's the story about how to do all these really awesome borders using that Crackle punch. Look at the difference. 3 different, totally different things, all made with the same thing. Wow, I love it. All right, well, you hop over there to cropstop.com and you get yourself one of these corner, around the page and a corner punch, the Crackle edge. Awesome. See you later. Bye.